Hey, what's up? It's Dave here from the Matt and Dave Show, thanking you for listening and reminding you to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. I think you will, but I'm biased.
He's Dave. I'm Matt. And this is the Matt and Dave Show.
Woo! We are drinking.
I'm a little mad that I just instinctively gave you the beer and then opened it. I was going to save it, like, crack it open on the mic so there's, like, a little sound effect.
Well,
But I gave you the beer. I was like, hey, drink. Yeah.
Cling, cling.
Woo, yeah.
Well,
So it's, like, half gone now.
it's the instincts.
But it's delicious.
I have a fully stocked liquor cabinet. We're going to be fine.
No, I still have to drive home, so no liquor for me.
Oh, come on.
Straight beer, and I think this is only like a 5-something ABV. I don't even know, but this is
I
damn
can
good.
dilute it really good.
Oh, it's a 4.2. See, there we go. Perfect. I can drink this, and then I'll be fine to drive home later. Maybe. How was that?
It's good.
Yeah? So I gave you a milk chocolate porter,
Yep, it's good.
and I'm drinking a strawberry lager.
Yeah.
This is the only one. The girlfriend and I discovered World Market.
I love World Market.
So does she.
Yeah.
Painfully. So.
Oh, yeah. I know. I
Yeah.
can totally see that. Her aesthetic.
And I'm throwing her under the bus right now because I love it too. Because I saw like 80 million things in there. I was like, I need it. I need this. I need that. I
Oh,
need
the
this.
furniture and shit?
Not just the furniture, but like all the like cool shit. Like what was one of the things they had?
They have great, like, chocolates and shit.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's where I got this. I got this strawberry lager. Like they
Yeah.
have single cans of beer. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, if you want to like, they're not paying us any money, but if you want to like just try some shit, like, and you live in a like kind of boringer, mid-level metropolitan area that just doesn't have a lot of like ethnic type of food that you can go get.
Yeah.
Go to a fucking World Market.
That's
like, it's reasonable.
I got some Chicago rub stuff that I'm putting on some steaks tonight when I get home making dinner.
Yeah, like they have some options. Like you
they got some good
you
stuff.
can dip your toe into stuff.
But it's not just food.
Yes.
Don't
There's
just listen to the fast guy
No,
talk
I
about
know.
food. There's furniture. There's all kinds of like it's like a what's the Home Goods? It's a Home Goods / Bed Bath and Beyond / food market. It's just weird.
So, do you want to hear my World Market story?
Oh, okay.
I have a prank story with World Market.
Okay.
So they sell a bunch of like
Pranks very 2001.
It's true though. It's a prank. It was a prank. Okay.
See, if you videotaped it and put it on YouTube, then it's 2019.
Yeah. Well, but I don't care about that. So, we used to have banana slugs that lived in our front bush at our old place, and they're adorable. And my wife discovered them. She's like, "Oh, banana slugs!" And then she got a little freaked out. I'm like, "No, they're cool. They're chill. They're just banana slugs." So she grew to be okay with the banana slugs. She would see them. So we're both in World Market, and I see that they have 2 fake banana slugs, like actual, like nobody puts this much detail into a fake fucking insect creature, and they made a packet of 2.
Okay.
And I have a history of pranking my wife.
Okay.
I love jump scaring her. I love creeping her out. For my own personal edification, I'm not going to put it on the internet or anything. It just brings me joy to hear her scream.
And you shouldn't. Don't be that asshole.
Yeah, I'm not going to be that asshole.
No.
It's a private thing we do.
Yeah.
Except I'm talking about it, so it's not a private thing we do. But you get the idea.
It's different.
Yeah.
But kind of.
Sorry, beer burp. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to prank the shit out of this girl. So I buy them right in front of her. Like I sneak over to the register, I buy them, I put them in my pocket, and then we finish the actual purchase that we were going to do. And I run inside ahead of her, like not in a weird way. And I love doing drop traps on her where I'll like put a closet door or something like that. And I'll wedge the whatever I want to drop on her. I've done it with like fake rats, fake spiders, everything. So where it's just pinched in the door, and the second she opens the door, it falls. Every single time she screams, it's perfect. So I do that, and I'm like, all right, that's good. But she's expecting that. And then so instinctively, like, what would she do after that? After she comes in and yells at me, what's step 2? I've never gone beyond this. So I put one on the sink handle, and I cover it with water so it's a little slimy as well. And sure enough, she walks in the door. Because she, grabbed some of the groceries and shit. She walks in the door, and I'm like, all right, cool. Then I hear this, "Oh, you motherfucker!" And I'm like, and she comes in. She's like, "I can't believe you." She's like, "Why would you do to?" You know what? You're right. You're right. Just don't do it again. I'm like, "Oh, don't worry, I won't." And she's like, "Well," she's, stammers away. She's like shuffling away, all mad. 15 seconds later, "You son of a bitch!" And now
That's good.
she is laughing. She's like, "You got me twice.
Yeah.
You knew I would walk into the thing. I put my fucking hand down. I feel this wet, slimy thing. There's a second slug. Who buys 2 fucking slugs, Dave? You're disturbed. And I love it."
I blame her
Oh,
for
yeah.
not expecting you to buy 2 fucking slugs.
Yeah, well, it was a
because-
pack of 2.
I know, well, but that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, I would totally expect you to do that.
And you know what? I blame her because without that, like, it's totally a reaction-based thing. Like, if she didn't react to it, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
If she was just like, "That's cute.
That's
What
true.
What are you
But
doing?"
you can't help that. Like, I would react
know.
the same way.
No, I know.
Jordan tried to prank me once, and since then he knows never to prank me again.
Oh, yeah. There's some
Yeah.
people that just don't prank well, and she
I
pranks
don't.
well.
I don't. I get
Yeah.
pissed off. Because
Yeah.
it makes me feel stupid. And the one time he did it to me, I was wet. Then I just
Yeah.
didn't. I didn't care for
Yeah.
it.
I mean, and there's a time, like, you really have to. Oh, man, she is. So my wife is, let's just call it 20 feet away, but
Lingering
she feels.
in the background. Yes.
She feels
so much
10
closer.
feet away. Like, her eyes feel 10 feet. And she's
You can
scrunching
probably
her.
hear her glaring.
I can hear her eyes focusing, her pupils dilating in rage, and it makes me so happy. It really is exactly what I want. Even like the fact that I get to just talk about it,
Yeah.
and I get the same response.
Yeah. This is why she doesn't stay around when we're recording.
She is angrily putting in headphones down. It makes me so happy.
That's true.
And she's not going to listen to this episode now either.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, she will. So hi. How
Hello.
are you?
I'm good.
How
How
are
are
you
you?
doing?
I'm great.
How are things? So
Things are great.
we're doing a thing.
We're doing a thing. What are we
We're
doing?
actually doing a thing.
What are we doing?
We're doing a March Madness thing.
Oh, you want to talk about that first?
Yeah, let's
Okay,
talk
I
about
thought we were talking
that.
about the other thing first. Okay, go ahead.
Well, we could-
March.
You want to talk about that?
No.
There's no other. There's no rules
it's
here.
It's got to be organic. It's got to be. You already brought up the March Madness thing, so
no,
let's
we're
talk
gonna
about
talk
that.
about something else.
Yes, we're actually doing stuff.
I want pizza.
We're
Now
do-
let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, I'm making steak tonight, so we're good.
Oh, nice.
There's, I would never really ever pass up pizza, but I got like the steaks are out. They're already getting to room temp, so I can cook them properly.
Bless you.
So yeah,
Bless you, sir,
yes, yeah,
for fucking cooking a steak correctly.
yes, and then they'll rest for a couple minutes after I take
Yep.
them out of the oven.
S&P. That's the way for me.
Yep.
Oh, you haven't watched Letterkenny yet? God damn it.
No,
God damn it.
No.
It's such a good reference.
okay.
Shit.
Do you want to talk about that, or do you want to talk about what you already started to bring up?
No, we'll do the March Madness thing.
Okay.
So you had a wonderful idea. I'm not gonna like pretend to take credit for this. Like
Okay.
you had this cool idea.
I did.
To do a Marvel March Madness bracket.
Yes.
And so
Well, to be fair, we
Mm.
talked about doing something like a March Madness bracket last year, and doing like It wasn't a Marvel one; it was just a movie one. I don't remember exactly what it had to do with.
remember. Clearly, that idea had
But
a
like
lot
I
of legs.
started to put together, I was like, "Fuck, I just don't have the time to do this." But
Right.
this was actually pretty cool because Captain Marvel came out, and this was actually this idea was birthed from this article that I saw that like ranked all of the Marvel movies, like how good they were.
Sure,
And I thought
sure.
we could come and talk about that. But then I remembered it's March Madness, and
Yep.
I'm a semi quasi sports fan.
Yep.
No, I am a sports fan.
I am not a college sports
and everybody's talking about brackets now, and I thought, there's not a lot of nerd brackets. People try to do it, but they don't really do it well. Well, this one works out really, really well. There are, I think I counted up, there are 23, 22 Marvel movies
Okay.
in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay.
Right? So usually you start a bracket with 32, and then you go to 16, and then 8, and then 4, and so being as though there wasn't 32 Marvel movies, we couldn't do an actual full 32 bracket, and
Yes.
then we had to come up with a way to do 16. So I thought the best way to talk about which is the best Marvel movie so far
Yes.
was to do like a bracket. We'll cash in on the March Madness
Yes.
if you will. Put it out there, and then people can have fun with it. Now, I've already filled a bracket out.
You did, and so did I.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Okay,
And
good.
I made sure to not look at your bracket before I filled it out.
You didn't look at the one that I sent you?
I did not.
Okay.
Until afterwards.
Okay.
And then it confirmed my suspicion.
Okay. All right. So we can talk about now. If you've been on our Facebook or Instagram, you probably have already seen the bracket because we posted it about a week ago.
Yeah.
We wanted to put it out there because it was right at the beginning of March Madness. It just started. I think they're at the Sweet 16 now. We've timed it out. I think it's going to go for about 2 weeks.
Yep.
So we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna give you the first round. I'm gonna talk about how we got to where we did with how the brackets are set, and then we're gonna go the first round.
Yep.
And that's all we're gonna talk about.
Yes.
Hopefully you filled your bracket out at home, and if you have, send it to us or post it in the thing, or I don't know. If you are listening, because I know some people listen, but they don't do our social media.
Yes, which is fine.
Which is fine. And some people do our social media, but don't ever listen to us.
Yeah.
So if you're listening and you don't visit our social media, do it now, and then you can see what we're talking about.
We got the memes. We got the memes the kids like.
We do. I say we, but it's really you.
It's me.
You are killing the meme game, and people love it. So
people love the meme game.
I just want to make sure that we're not all memes.
I know.
But
that's why I have you around.
But they are like relevant memes.
Yeah.
Like
I try and keep them on brand memes.
You do. So we got a lot to talk about today. So let's just go right into the first bracket. So the bracket is set up like this. The way that I did it is I took the way that you would seed. Typically you would seed like how the first place team, number one seeded team usually plays the last seeded team. That's the way that it works.
Oh, is that really how it goes?
Yeah. Yeah. So the first usually plays the last, and the second plays the second to last, and blah blah blah. Right. Usually like the fifth and sixth they play like when you're in the middle of the pack, then you got to play the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
So what I did here basically though is because this is to determine what is the best. So all I did was basically just take the order of releases.
Interesting. Okay.
I took one. So starting with Iron Man all the way down to I didn't. Okay, so there were some exclusions from this list.
Yeah, I noticed there
were exclusions.
I
didn't do Captain Marvel because that just came out, and there might be some people that didn't see it yet.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. And I didn't think it was right to because when it comes out, like it's still in the theaters, people are going to see it. People are going to see it again. People haven't seen it. It doesn't sink in. Like we've had a lot of time to think about. The last movie that came out before was Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah,
we had some time to think about that one, right? So I think that was fair to include Captain Marvel.
And you would have to include another 8 movies or something like that. How it like to make the bracket
make the bracket even.
You would have to.
It would be. I mean, have to make 8 or 9 or I don't know, whatever.
So it's just
so. I excluded Captain Marvel. I excluded the Avenger films, all 3 so far, because I thought that maybe what we should do is focus on the individual releases.
Okay.
Because I would, look, you put Captain America and Iron Man and, Doctor, like all these people in the same movie, and you're gonna favor it a little bit more. I also took out the Incredible Hulk.
Yes. Because
I felt of all of the movies, that was the least MCU-ish, because that was more universal, even though it was similar. It wasn't like the Spider-Man movie. It wasn't like Spider-Man Homecoming, where it's a Sony film, but the entire Marvel studios were like producing it and making it and calling creative shots and all that. So I think Spider-Man fits in nicely, whereas Incredible Hulk does fit in, and they reference it, and obviously William Hurt comes back and plays General Ross, and then you have the stinger at the end of Incredible Hulk with Robert Downey Jr. And he says we're making a team.
Nice
it
suit.
Fits, but for this purpose, to make everything fit evenly and nicely, I thought that might be an easy exclusion.
Got it.
If I had to do another one, I probably would have excluded Spider-Man as well, Spider-Man Homecoming,
right?
Because just because that was again,
it's not that pure uncut Marvel.
Right. So I've got all of the Iron Mans, all 3 Iron Mans, all 3 Captain Americas, all 3 Thors, both Guardians of the Galaxies. We've got Spider-Man, 2 Ant-Mans, Black Panther, and Doctor Strange. So those are what we're dealing with here. Okay. So I placed them on a bracket the way that you would place the number 1 seeded team. So number 1 is Iron Man. They're in the number 1 spot.
Right.
The second movie to be released was Incredible Hulk. So that one's excluded.
Yeah.
So number 2 then would be Iron Man 2. So if you look at the bracket, you look at so Iron Man 2 is second. Captain America. Thor would be the 3rd seeded, which is why it's where it is. Captain America First Avenger. So we didn't anticipate putting these movies. It wasn't like we wanted to make some easy choices and hard choices. I just placed them
Just a numeric, yes.
Exactly, in numerical order, so it was easy because
so that was the chance you were able to tap into, was just how and what
right,
order they were released.
You
in.
need chance because I didn't want to favor these at all because I didn't want to guide the bracket to be a certain way. And some people on social media pointed out, like, oh, I can't believe you put these two movies on the same side. Like, I didn't put them there. Like, that's just how it kind of fell.
Marvel put them there.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So we can go through and talk about these, or we could I don't know how you want to do this.
I don't think we need to go through and like talk about each of but I will say,
well, you do. I mean, if we want to talk about, are we going to talk about what's going on to the next round?
Well, I want to tell you this. So when I picked mine, I was like, okay, I don't want to be spoiled. I don't want to be tainted because I know we have similar tastes.
We do.
And I didn't want to be tainted by what I saw. So I didn't open it.
Yes.
I just opened up the original one, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. 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 We had the same fucking document.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Even the really?
All of it.
Because there was one on here I knew that we would get flack for.
Yeah.
And it was because of the Avenger connection.
Yep.
And I knew like that or the Avenger effect, if you will.
Yes.
But I really feel like one is better than the other. A better movie, a better film than the other.
It was the exact same. So
okay, well let's just quickly go through it. Okay, so let's just call it the East Coast.
East Coast.
The East Coast.
The East Coast Avengers.
The East Coast. We have Iron Man. The first round would be Iron Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp. Obviously, that's a no-brainer. It's an Iron Man.
Yes.
Iron
Man was my choice as well.
Absolutely, yes. So
I mean, I liked Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes.
Iron Man was a stronger movie.
And which is why. So you have one and the final. So Ant-Man and the Wasp is on this list, the last one that was released. That's why you have the first movie released and the last movie released going against each other, just because of where they fall.
Yeah.
Then we had, and I felt bad for Ant-Man because then we have Ant-Man going up against Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
And again, I loved Ant-Man. I loved the first Ant-Man.
It's arguably a better movie than the second Ant-Man.
Yes. Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that. Sure. Yes.
Yeah.
I could see that. Doesn't mean Ant-Man and the Wasp was a bad movie.
No.
But you're right. The first one was
a better movie.
Yes, you're right. But Guardians of the Galaxy had to win there. So then we have Captain America: The First Avenger versus Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yes. Tough one.
That's a tough one. That's
that
probably
the
first tough one.
Yes.
I thought. Because like First Avenger was a period piece.
Yep.
That was very well done.
Very well done.
Got
all the weird parts of Captain America's story in there.
Yeah,
and sold it well.
Telling that story the way that they did, like setting that story during World War II.
Yep.
Was it originally supposed to be World War I, or was it always
no?
World War II?
It was always World War II.
That's right. That's right. It's just the amount of time he spent in the ice that they changed.
Yeah.
So setting it during World War II and then having all of this craziness with the Tesseract and all this stuff come in.
Yeah.
Very, very weird.
Which has paid off dividends.
Dividends. Have you seen Captain Marvel yet?
No, not yet.
You need to see it.
Got it.
But Spider-Man: Homecoming is the first time that Spider-Man came back to the Marvel Marvel fold.
Yep.
I thought Tom Holland was great.
Perfect casting.
I mean, I think he
perfect.
I will use perfect.
I'll say the word out loud.
Absolutely
I don't give
perfect.
a shit.
I love that they like had a high school vibe.
Yeah. I made him an actual kid.
Made him a kid.
A fucking kid.
Yeah, in high school, kid in high school, dealing with like high school things, and also being Spider-Man.
Yep.
I've said this on the show. I think the use of Iron Man was just a little bit too much.
It's heavy-handed.
It was, but because that was like the deal, they wanted to use Iron Man to ensure that people would come out.
Right.
I don't think you need Iron Man.
And while I think the use of him was heavy-handed, I did like the vibe, and I liked the relationships that was established
Absolutely.
within that. Yes.
Absolutely. But so I had to give it to Spider-Man: Homecoming on there. On that one, Spider-Man: Homecoming, I felt
was not an easy decision.
It was not an easy decision, but I had to go there.
Yeah,
just because I felt that Marvel nailed Spider-Man.
Yes,
in the way that
and Captain America's made better movies than the first one,
and he has, and we'll get to that.
Yep.
So in our final bracket or final round for the East Coast, or did we call this? Yeah, East Coast.
Yeah, East Coast Avengers.
Yeah, it's I should have gone West Coast because it's on the left side.
Yeah,
but anyway. So the
last
round we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 versus Iron Man 3. Now I don't need to state a case.
Yep.
I think we can all just say Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah. Easy.
We all know why.
Easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So going to the West Coast.
West Coast.
Our first matchup.
I feel like such a hype man right now.
You are. That's your job.
Yeah.
the first round, or the first game, if you will, in the West Coast bracket, we have Iron Man 2 versus Black Panther. Yeah. And again, I feel like that's a no-brainer.
It's not hard.
Iron Man 2 to me is one of the weaker films in the MC universe. MCU.
Agreed.
MCU. Oh, what happened?
What'd you do?
I just lost the.
Oh, you broke it.
No, I'll get it. I'll get it.
Okay.
Back. I'll get it back.
I agree. I mean, yeah, 2. Like, here's the thing. I don't remember which one was 2 and which one. Oh, I do remember 2. Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's hard to. The sad thing is that 3 is worse than 2, but 3 shouldn't have been worse than 2.
I don't know if 3 was worse than 2. I
3
think
was worse than 2.
I think 3 was better than 2 in a lot of ways. What 2 had going for it was Sam Rockwell as Justin Hammer.
Oh, Jesus. What a again, inspired.
And the introduction of Don Cheadle.
Yep.
And the introduction of the actual War Machine.
War Machine.
Those are like the 3 things that were really good about 2, really, if you want to say Don Cheadle as
I
War Machine.
I liked playing off, like, Iron Man, Tony Stark's hubris of it. Like, I think it was a movie attacking his ego, and I thought that was like a theme. I dug that. Which was better than whatever.
It also had the introduction of Black Widow into the MCU.
Yeah, see?
So there were some good things about Iron Man 2, but I think Iron Man 3 is a better picture.
Oh.
Just the whole Ben Kingsley thing really bothered me, and Guy Pearce in that movie, just
terrible. It's just terrible.
Yeah,
none of that movie makes sense to me.
There was I feel like Iron Man 2 is that way for me.
Like, and the fact that they tried to pass off his alcoholism in a PTSD type of way, I just didn't buy it. Just make him a fucking alcoholic.
I did buy it because of what he went through in the Avenger movie. That was
I like that, but you know what I mean. Like, if that's the one nice thing I can say about your movie, come on, man. Like,
I could say a lot more.
Be better.
You know what I would have liked to have seen is a lot more War Machine. You know what?
Yes.
Iron Patriot and Iron Man 3 2 was
right.
Like
that's
Iron
the Norman
Patriot.
Osborn thing.
Exactly. I know. They just try to get it in there.
I get it. I get
But,
it. We could get clearly Don Cheadle can fucking carry a movie. Give me a fucking War Machine movie.
Yeah. I would have loved to have seen more War Machine in that movie. But I get it, because they wanted to put Tony back in the cave for Iron Man 3.
I get it.
And they did their best.
Yeah.
So Black Panther, obviously, Black Panther. We don't even have to sing Black Panther's praises to tell you Black Panther is what's next. All right, so next up, this is the controversial one.
Please.
We have Captain America: Civil War versus Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
So this is our first movie, like same character movie, in the same one. It was tough. It was really tough because Civil War.
This is your 5 and 6 seed right here.
This is your 5 and 6 seed. You're right.
Yeah.
Like Civil War was great. I mean, it was Sokovia Accords. This is the one after Ultron. So like not all the Avengers were in it. Like Hulk and Thor were off on fighting on.
Thor
on
had a
Sakaar.
roommate.
Right, like there was like fighting between the two of them, like lots of cool things. Black Panther first appearance, Spider-Man's first appearance, like his introduction, like where he steals Cap's sheet,
yeah,
like,
underoos, man.
Like like all the jokes in there. Ant-Man finally like making his way with the Avengers, like all that stuff. Really, really cool stuff.
Yeah,
really fun stuff. But Winter Soldier was such a great spy flick.
It is. It is. I think to date, one of my favorite Marvel movies.
It's close. It's up there for me too.
Yeah.
It's absolutely up there for me because they focused on telling a story. Like, I mean, they focused on telling a story. There was twists. There was turns. There was great action.
Yeah.
It wasn't. There was no spaceships or
it was a very grounded, invested story.
I love the fight in the elevator.
Yep.
Which apparently was Chris Evans' favorite Captain America scene.
Oh yeah,
that he's done.
Yeah,
I read the article, the interview with him. He's like, well, the first movie felt like everybody was holding my hand, and then the second one, I was just trying to do my part to stay out of the way because it was the Avengers.
Yeah.
This one, it was just me, and that day that we were filmed in the elevator, that was meeting the Russos for the first time.
Yeah,
I was working with the Russos for the first time. Really got to feel like I was on my own. It's a really great who puts the main character in an elevator with 7-8 other guys
and a crossbones
and shows that type of action sequence and makes it interesting.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It was a cool just bottom up Cool movie.
You're dealing with like the emotional connection between him and Bucky.
Like him him clinging to his past and fighting for his future, and where is his place in this world, and thrown into something over his head, like questioning who he is and what he fights for, and all of that shit,
and showing the beginning of the relationship between Sam and Steve, Captain America and Falcon, and, like how they relate because of like the PTSD,
the support groups and stuff. Just the veteran
stuff.
thing, how he like bonds with veterans,
and then
stuff
the
like
fall
that.
of Shield, like come on, listen, obviously spoilers, So if you didn't know,
that movie is so good it made fucking Agents of Shield good.
Yes, exactly. It actually, it changed the direction of an entire series.
Yes,
in its second season.
Yes,
and for the better, I think.
For the absolute better.
Yes.
So for that reason and many others,
we thank you.
We thank you. Yeah.
But that is why for us,
it's a hard choice.
It is. It's really hard. It's really, really hard.
But
and
Winter
it's gonna
Soldier,
get harder here.
Yeah.
But Winter Soldier is next. I think Winter Soldier wins that.
Winter Soldier advanced for me as well.
It really is. It really, really does. That might be. A lot of you at home might be going, Civil War was better. I liked it because
because all the cool shit that's in it, and you were right.
And you're right. You're absolutely right. But we're gonna go with
100% right. Yeah.
So next up is Thor versus Thor Ragnarok.
It's a tough one.
Another one. That's the same character. 2 movies.
Yeah.
It wasn't hard for me.
No, mine wasn't either.
It wasn't hard at all because I think, listen, Thor was great,
and it is.
And Ragnarok was a little jarring at first when you started it because it started with like all this comedy that came out of nowhere.
See, I didn't find it to be that jarring.
I did. I felt like
that.
Even with how the logo for the film came out, I was like, oh, they're just trying to like capitalize on the Guardians of the Galaxy humor stuff. But it worked for me.
It did.
It did. It worked.
Drew me right the hell in.
And it really it changed the game for Thor, leading us right into Avengers: Infinity War.
Yeah.
Obviously, Thor Ragnarok wins that one for me.
And I really enjoyed the first Thor.
Yes.
Like, truly,
I know you did.
It was a beautiful Shakespearean. Kenneth Branagh, like getting Kenneth Branagh to direct it was like the perfect choice. If you want to set a stage like that, like that's the motherfucker you go to.
Yeah.
You get Henry V in there and just start painting shit with words and fucking big levels of scenery. Like it was a great inspired choice.
And it was it was a very nice introduction to Thor.
Yes.
They did some good things. I wasn't the biggest fan of that movie. I think for like phase 1, it was like my second weakest movie. It's down there. It's not one of the best for me. So Thor Ragnarok wins that round.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with your choice, but.
And then finally we have Doctor Strange going up against Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah.
And again, this is another one that's a no-brainer.
That's a rough one for
it's Doctor Strange is the winner because Thor.
Just on his fucking first trip alone, I would pick fucking Doctor Strange.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that one's tough for me because I will always remember it as the movie that really kind of gave me my first anxiety attack. And I haven't been right since then, man. I seriously, like I had to like close my eyes, like my hands were shaking. It was my own fault because I watched the damn movie in 3D and I should never have done that.
Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about that. I remember that.
Yes, yeah.
Oh
on the show,
yeah.
we did, yes. So,
that's awesome.
But because it is going up against Thor: The Dark World, I would have to say that, Doctor Strange is the winner on that one.
Yeah.
So that's how the first round. So to recap for you, going into our second round.
Yep.
Or our Elite 8 would be Iron Man versus Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
Spider-Man: Homecoming versus Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Black Panther versus the Winter Soldier.
Oof.
Thor Ragnarok versus Doctor Strange.
Oh man.
So it's gonna to get to the final four. It's gonna be a little tough. It's gonna be a little tough.
And I will say, like, based on those matchups, we've. I agree with the decisions. Like, I think if there were easy matchups in the what are the Elite 8, the Hateful Eight,
Elite 8, yes.
If there were like easy matchups in the Elite 8, then I don't think we would have done a good job.
No, I think we did.
But
do
like
a good job.
every single thing you said, made my insides hurt.
Yeah. Like, and it really is going to be, this next round is going to be really tough.
Yeah.
There is no easy answer to this next round.
There isn't.
So I think this is where we're going to start to disagree a little bit more. We're definitely, I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of people out there who will say, well, Civil War is better than Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
There might even be a lot of people that think first Avengers better than Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But
And there might be people that really liked Iron Man 3.
I don't know who those people are, but not some. I mean, that's true. You know what? There might be people who liked Iron Man 3 better. I know collectively you and I didn't, but people really thought that Iron Man 3 was one of the better Iron Man movies.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly disagree, but
Yes.
that's the way that it is. So we'll post that updated bracket
Yes.
to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of our social media, so you can take a look at that. But yes, please share your brackets. I'd love to see how they turn out.
Please feel free to vehemently disagree with us.
Absolutely, yeah, I love that, and we won't, it won't get nasty unless you tell me that Iron Man 3 is the best MCU movie. Then we might get a little violent.
Yeah. And then if you throw on that it's the best X-Men movie too, then I think I may just shut down. I may just shut down. I'm just going to shut down.
Yeah, true. So while we're on Marvel, let's talk about what they released today.
Please do.
And they released some new Avenger Endgame character posters.
Yes,
and
with some status updates.
Really? Yeah, because it's so one of the things that look, character posters are character posters.
As one does.
And one of the things about coming out of Infinity War, not only who died, who didn't, who survived the snap, who on screen survived the snap. There are a lot of questions about who off screen didn't.
It's
like
the universe.
There were people in that movie that they didn't show.
Yeah.
Like what happened to them. And today we kind of got answers.
You're invited to my wedding, Wong.
So yeah, and Wong's gonna be around for that wedding.
Yeah.
Tony might not make it back, but not only Wong will make it for the wedding, but also Pepper.
Yep.
So these character posters, if you don't know what a character poster is, it's just basically a poster of one character.
Yes.
And these posters are of almost every MCU character.
Yes, there's a cacophony.
Yeah, there's a ton of them. When I first saw them, there was only 17. And now there's all of them around.
I think,
but
there's like 22.
It's
something
almost every MCU character who is still alive up to this point going into Infinity War.
Yes.
And then those that are still with us that have survived the snap are in color.
Yes.
And those that didn't are in black and white.
It's a cool choice.
So you've got Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, they're all in colors, and you got Black Panther, Winter Soldier, Falcon, they're all in black and white. So it tells you who's who. And it goes through all of them. But so as we pointed out, Wong, Pepper, all survived the snap. They're all in color.
Super duper.
Happy Hogan
survived.
Got his own character poster, by the way.
Which is great.
Because
he's earned it.
He's in the deleted scenes of Infinity War.
Oh, is he?
He is, yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen those yet.
There's a scene right at the beginning where he pulls up in a golf cart and but they cut that. They just got right to Doctor Strange coming in.
That's fair.
Which is fair. I mean, that movie was already long enough. There's a lot going on. They had introduce characters to each other for the first time.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
So Happy Hogan made it.
Oh, that's good.
And Valkyrie made it.
Yep.
Which I'm excited to see that she's alive. Yeah. But also, I think these posters coming out also mean that these people will be in the movie.
I think it's a good implication.
And I'm not for nothing, but I'm really happy to have another Asgard.
Yeah. Happy to have another
Asgard. Asgardian.
Yes.
Alive to be able to go into round 2 if there is if she is going to be part of round 2.
Technically she's a Valkyrie and they're not Asgardians, but still.
But that's what they're
still. Yeah, I know. I got it. Yeah, I got it. You can't just give Jane Foster the hammer yet.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Well, she's not around in the MCU anymore.
Yeah. I would have been interested in a Natalie Portman Thor movie. I would be interested to see what she would bring to that.
I wouldn't, only because they didn't do much with the Jane character.
I agree.
To really excite me.
Well, I don't think she was super excited about the part. You know what I mean?
I think she was the first time around.
Yeah.
And then she saw it and she was like, no, man. No. I went to Harvard for this?
I speak like 15 languages, man. Fuck you.
Man.
Yeah.
Let's do some actual Shakespeare, dog.
Yeah.
That's going to be enough for me, dog. Who else?
From me.
Is that it?
There's one.
Well, that's who's alive.
Who's alive, yes.
Who's alive.
Yes.
There was one that is gone that was completely devastating.
Devastating.
I was so
devastating.
Sad. Say who it is.
Shuri.
It is Shuri.
Oh my God.
I couldn't believe it. So if you don't know who that is,
hey, watch Black Panther.
Watch Black Panther.
Because clearly you haven't seen that movie if you don't know who that is.
You don't know who the best character of that movie is.
She's the fucking highlight of that movie.
She's Black Panther's little sister, also the one who creates. She's the Q of the Black Panther movies, if you will.
Perfect in every way.
Yes. And she did not survive the snap.
Kills me on the inside. That does kill me.
And you know what kills me even more is that we didn't see it in the movie.
Yeah.
She was in the movie.
Yeah.
She was there.
Yeah.
why did we see that?
Because it would hurt.
Yeah.
It would hurt too much.
So there were some like people who are still alive that didn't like show up in these posters. Sharon Carter.
Yes.
That would be
Peggy Carter's granddaughter?
Niece.
Grandniece.
No, niece. Just not grandniece, but niece.
She's not niece. She's way too young. No, I think it's like granddaughter.
Listen, no, it's not a granddaughter. It's niece.
They
She said
could-
Aunt Peggy. She says Aunt Peggy.
I think it might be great Aunt Peggy, though.
Whatever it is. It doesn't. You know
I'm just saying.
Let's just agree to at least niece of some sort.
Well, but
Either regular or grand, it doesn't matter.
because every single time and I think it's hilarious and I don't know a lot about comics, but every single time they fucking retcon Steve Rogers' timeline, the relationship to Peggy keeps getting old, like more and more. Like,
It's true.
I think when they first did it, it was her sister.
Yeah.
And she's gone down from like, or up, depending on how you look at it, like from sister to like great grandman. Yeah.
So she's not on it.
Yeah.
Agent Ross isn't on it.
Yeah.
Who we know is Agent Ross was from Black Panther.
Yep.
Can never remember
Everett
his name.
Ross.
Everett Ross. What the fuck is his name?
Bilbo.
Yeah. I can't ever
Doesn't
remember his
matter.
name,
I forget too.
though. I know, we do that.
Yeah,
we do
it's
that.
cool.
I'm sure we'll get a text in the middle of the week saying, hey, it's this so-and-so's.
Dear,
Just look it up so we don't get
I'm
that
going to do it.
by
All right,
text.
keep talking.
We did not get we didn't get an Aunt May poster.
Oh, I have some thoughts about Aunt May.
Yes. Oh, I have lots of thoughts about Aunt May.
Well, I mean, I have thoughts about Marissa Tomei Aunt
yeah,
May, but
yeah.
no, I'm talking about what I also just saw. But yes,
who else wasn't in it? There was somebody else that stuck out in my mind.
that was
was
omitted.
Not on the that was omitted from the poster, which means they
Martin
probably
Freeman.
Martin Freeman. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was Agent Ross.
Agent Ross.
Not to be confused with General Ross.
Yeah. Oh, no relation.
No relation,
Yeah.
and also not a poster. So he's not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be
William
part of
Hurt.
this.
Yeah, you don't
William
know.
Hurt didn't make it.
What's up, snapping? Where you at, William Hurt? How you gonna be the Red Hawk, William Hurt?
But also
Spoiler, I guess.
we did not get Hank Pym
True.
or
Janet.
But we did get Evangelina Jolie. Or Angelina Jolie.
Evangeline Ellie.
Lily.
Evangeline Lilly.
Thank you. Yes. Or also known as
The Wasp.
Hope Van Dyne.
Yes.
So we did get a Wasp poster. We did not get a Hank Pym or Janet Pym.
Well, but we know their status.
They didn't survive the snap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we didn't get a poster yet. So
We did. No, because I think the people who did not appear in Infinity War also got posters. That's what I'm saying. Hope got a poster. Valkyrie got a poster.
Right. Oh, I
like,
see.
These are people
I
that
see what
weren't
you're
in
saying.
the first movie.
Got it.
That
But
I think
Hope got a
will be
poster.
that will be in Endgame. So these are like I was just pointing out like who didn't get a poster. So
Yeah.
who is not going to be in this movie? And they're still maintaining that they're only showing clips and stuff from the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was confirmed that the movie is going to run 3 hours and 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm all for it. Make it 4 hours.
Yeah. I'd sit through it.
I'll sit through 4 hours.
I watched a 4-hour Hamlet. God damn it! I will
That's
sit
true.
through this.
Give me a 15-minute intermission to get a refill and a pee. I'm good to go.
I need to rewatch that.
Which one?
The 4-hour Hamlet.
Let's talk about that later.
Yeah.
I don't want to go down that
No, you're
fucking
good.
rabbit hole.
That large rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole. Yeah.
Yeah. I liked the way they released it.
Yeah, I do too.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cool
Gives
way.
you gives you something to talk to.
Yeah.
It keeps your it doesn't give away anything,
Nope.
but it gets you
reminds
really, really
you,
excited.
yeah. And it reminds you in a way that if you haven't seen the movie, it still makes no sense to you.
I guess so. Yeah.
Like,
I guess sure. I mean, it's possible you could just have black and white and color posters.
right.
I mean,
like,
by this time, everybody knows about the snap.
I think
though.
everybody
fucking about the
knows.
snap.
Yeah.
Like it's a meme.
I mean, it's well beyond meme at this point. But yes, you are 100% correct.
It is now a pop culture
thing. Some like a thing.
Yes. I'm excited. I actually just got my work schedule for next month, and I am not working on the night that the movie comes out.
Ooh.
As soon as they release tickets, I'm buying them.
Yep.
Are you going
Yeah.
that Thursday night?
Yes.
Okay.
I will make a point to.
Yeah, I'm going to get a bunch of tickets because I'm
Yeah.
sure there's a bunch of people that are going to
Yeah,
go.
get-
So, hey, if you know me personally and want to go see Avengers with us, shoot me a DM.
Yeah.
And
Slide
we'll
into
get you
his
tickets.
DMs.
Why'd you got to go there?
Slide into them DMs.
Don't slide in my DMs.
Slide into his DMs.
Just
Coast.
text me.
Just text. Well, that's not as fun.
This ticket should be on sale soon. I
Yeah.
think they're already like on sale overseas.
Are they really?
Yeah, I think this movie is going to be the movie that breaks
Avatar-
all the records.
The Avatar killer?
Not the Avatar. The Avatar killer. Do you want to talk about the Avatar?
Yes.
Because that was hilarious that you said that to me.
Yes.
Because it's the fucking truth.
Yes. So there's a video going around. I don't remember the guys that put it together.
The question dudes.
The question guys.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Anyway, so they had a question. They had a question for the world.
Well, they had 3 questions.
They did have 3 questions, but
Right.
the main question,
Right. But the first question was name somebody from
Star Wars.
well, that was the second question.
Oh.
So name a character from Star Wars.
Yep.
Name a character from what was the other one?
Was it Marvel?
No.
DC?
No, name an Avenger.
Name an Avenger.
So name an
yeah.
Avenger. Name somebody from name a character from Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then the third one.
Which is my favorite question in the world. Name a character from the top grossing movie of all time
By a wide margin.
by a lot. Avatar. Not Avatar The Last Airbender.
Which
Nay, nay,
somebody
nay.
asked.
Yeah, which 2 people named.
Yeah.
They're like, Aang. They're like, no.
I
no.
could name somebody from The Last
Yes.
Airbender too. That's
Yeah, I can
hilarious.
name a couple
And
people
I,
from
I
that.
watched like a handful of episodes.
Sure.
I did see the movie a million years ago. Once when it was in theaters, hated it. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, man, the animated series is perfect.
Animated series is great.
Beautiful.
But no, they meant Avatar as in
Yes,
the
James
Cameron
Cameron's
Avatar.
Epic 3D blockbuster Avatar. Name any character from it. They would give you, what was it, $10, $15, $5?
Yeah.
If you
Money.
Money, cash money on hand, if you could name any character from that fucking movie.
And here's how serious this is, guys, because this isn't just like a video, one of those like video things that goes around that like some people can't. One of those like man on the street,
Right.
stupid people. Hey, who is the current vice president? And
Right.
nobody can answer. This is so serious that neither Dave or myself
I couldn't answer
could
it.
name any Avatar character. I can tell you the name of their of the species.
Yep.
Of the
I can do that.
the aliens,
I can
and I
name-
can tell you the name of their god that they worship.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
I do. I can do that. I can
Yeah.
do that too. But I can't.
I can
name
tell you the
a
mineral name.
The what?
The mineral name.
Of course, yes, yeah, because that's
The trope.
exactly. But I cannot name a single character, and
I
I've seen
couldn't.
this movie a number of times.
I've seen it more than once, yeah.
I can name the actors in it,
yeah.
but I cannot name
Could not fucking
not even
name.
the human characters.
None of them.
None of them.
None of them. It blew my mind. It absolutely blew my
I
mind.
never looked it up. I've been thinking about it.
Oh, you still can't?
I still can't.
Oh. Wait, it's at the end of the video.
Oh, I stopped watching.
Oh, did you really? Yeah, one person gets it.
Because I was like, oh shit, and then I text you back. I was like, yeah, I can't do this.
Yeah. I couldn't do it until he said it. Do you want me to tell you?
No, I kind of like the idea that I don't know.
All right.
But the name of the
Well, what's the god?
god is Awa,
Oh, God, yeah, I had no idea.
and then they're the Navi.
Yeah, the Navi, I knew it. Yeah, that
So,
one
but I
got.
guess that's really the only thing that you need to know, right? And then it
Unobtainium.
made, Unobtainium,
Yeah.
Navi,
Awa.
and Awa.
Fern
That's it.
Gully.
Yeah, Pocahontas,
Pocahontas, Fern Gully, Navi,
Alien,
Unobtainium.
3D.
fucking- Yay.
Sigourney Weaver,
Sigourney Weaver. What's his name?
no legs,
Uh,
Fast and Furious in a helicopter. That's pretty much it.
pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's,
liked
That's
it.
all I got.
You know the funny thing is though, I enjoyed the movie.
I did enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It-
still don't understand. Like, I don't know. Like at the time, the 3D was good.
I still think the 3D would probably hold up.
Oh, absolutely. No. But
Yeah.
I'm saying like at the time, the 3D was good, but I still don't understand why that movie did as well
Oh,
as
did
it
the business?
Because it's really long.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because it's stupid and everybody can understand it.
You think?
Oh man, that is a universally
Mm.
like I hate calling movies stupid because I don't think it's a dumb movie, but I think it's a simple movie. I'll put it that way. It's a simple movie that people from like it covers a wide area. Like everybody can sympathize with something in that movie. It really like on a large scale. It's gorgeous to look at. It's like the pop art of fucking movies. It just sits there and it's like, I'm beautiful. I
Was that the
roughly
first
speak your
movie-
language.
Was that the first movie they used motion capture animation?
I believe so.
Or wasn't, because it wasn't Beowulf first?
Oh, did they do that on Beowulf?
Yeah, Beowulf and
That was
Polar Express.
Well, they did it on that, but those were all animated movies as opposed to.
Right.
But they were doing this like on scene.
Was it just facial expressions?
Yeah, it was just facial.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure on that.
'Cause,
One.
yeah,
I could be wrong.
Because Avatar was complete mocap.
Yeah, it was like total mocap.
Yeah, that's an industry term for motion capture. I think.
That's when they were the ping pong balls and put dots on their faces.
Truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that might be it too.
I
don't
mean,
know.
there was a lot. Like
It was a good
It was
movie.
a perfect storm.
But listen, it wasn't the highest grossing film of all fucking time. I mean, it is.
It is.
But it wasn't good enough to be. It
No.
might have been because most people went to see it in 3D.
Yeah.
You know what?
that's
You know
true.
what I blame?
The prices of 3D movies.
And the marketing.
Yeah, it was good. Like you would see it once, not in 3D, and then someone would say, "Oh, dude, you got to see
You
it.
gotta
in
see it in 3D.
And so people are like watching this movie
Did
twice.
people go see it multiple times though? I only went to see it once.
I saw it in 3D first though.
Yeah, so did I.
So like,
Because I knew like James Cameron was like, oh, this is like state of the art 3D technology.
yeah,
Like we couldn't make this movie until now because they
It didn't
finally had
exist.
the
I have no
technology
idea.
didn't exist.
like the fact that there is a land in a theme park dedicated to this thing makes me fucking chortle.
It's true.
Like what? What are you gonna go see?
The floating islands.
The tree thing?
Yeah.
Name it.
Yeah.
Name the tree. It has a name.
So before you get excited about going to Disney to visit the Avatar land,
Which they own now.
which they own now, yes, because as of midnight, last week, last
Yep.
Monday, Tuesday,
Yeah.
Wednesday,
Yep.
Disney now owns Fox.
Officially.
And now people are like up in arms over all the firings they're doing. And I have this to say, people, duh.
yeah.
Whenever you have an acquisition of
Yeah.
a company and two companies are merging, people are going to lose their jobs.
There's redundancies.
It, like we talk about how excited we are about Marvel and all the possibilities for the Disney streaming service, always with the undertone of unfortunately people are losing their jobs.
yeah.
I don't think that it's going to take long for these people to find new jobs. But I could be wrong.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a damn shame. But I hope they find jobs quickly. But you're fooling yourself if you like the same people who are like, oh yeah, X-Men, Avengers, it's gonna be so awesome. Now they're like, oh man, Disney sucks, man. They put all these people out of business, man. Like,
Right.
what's better? Disney buying them or Fox going under completely and everybody losing their job?
So was that what was?
Yes, that's why they were selling.
Was it that bad?
I believe that it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, hey, we're Disney, we're gonna go approach Fox about buying. Like
Yeah,
they
that's
went,
true.
they put
They were
themselves up for
shopping.
sale. They were
shopping
shopping.
around. That's true. I remember that
They were shopping.
now. Yeah. Yeah. Shit.
Warner Bros. Will be next.
You think so?
Absolutely, I do.
Who's gonna fucking gobble them up?
Actually, no, I lied. Time out. Sony will be next. Sony will be the next to sell stuff off or downsize
Piecemeal it out.
or something. Exactly.
Concentrate on something that they
Yep.
do way better than.
Yep, but the next big
movies.
one will be Warner Brothers.
Isn't Warner Brothers already Comcast?
No.
I thought they owned NBC Universal, which had Warner Brothers.
No, NBC Universal is NBC Universal.
Right, but I thought
That's Comcast. They don't own Warner Brothers.
Well, but I thought Warner Brothers was under the Uni label.
No.
Oh.
No. There's just you're thinking that what because Harry Potter's at the Universal Studios?
Yeah.
No,
well,
no,
I mean,
that's-
not that, but it's like all the other things, like all the other tangible connections.
No, that's just because they just have a deal.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, that makes sense. I just been under the impression that Warner Brothers already had like the. Got it. Huh. You all right, buddy?
I should not have had that one beer.
Yeah, you're gonna tap out,
Oh, dude, I'm so tired.
baby. Don't be tired.
So tired. I
All
gotta
right.
go home and cook.
So you know what we can talk about real quick?
What do you want to talk about, real
Well, let's talk about a little bump. Let's talk about a little bump to get you back in the action.
quick? A little bump.
You know what I saw?
Dude? I don't do that, man.
You know what I saw?
Okay.
The fucking dirt.
Oh, that's the bump. I get it. Yeah. I see what you did there.
So yeah, I watched The Dirt.
Yeah.
For the-
Motley Crue movie on
the
Netflix.
Motley Crue biopic that you didn't need.
Okay. Did we need it?
You don't.
Oh, okay.
You don't need it.
All right.
Here's the thing. There's parts of that movie that I really liked.
I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we decided to talk about this before I watched
Yeah.
this. Now I don't have to waste my time.
Yeah, you don't have to waste your time.
Okay.
There are parts of that movie that I dug. Like and I like that they really amp up the sex, drug, and rock and roll stuff, and it's very crew. And I would like to give props, if I may, to fucking Machine Gun Kelly. Do you know who Machine Gun Kelly is? Yes,
I do.
Okay, plays Tommy Lee, and does a good job. Like, I forget, like, I found out like halfway through the movie that he was playing Tommy Lee, and I was like, oh God, I thought it was just like an actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I had no idea.
A pleasant performance.
I didn't even know this movie was happening until right before it was released.
Yeah, I did
was
not
like,
know.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a Motley Crue movie?
Yep.
I mean, it makes sense. Like,
No, you got to tighten the other one. You keep tightening the wrong screw. That's why your mic keeps falling.
There it is.
I've seen you do it twice, and it's hilarious. There it
They're
is.
close together.
They are.
I'm trying to do it.
No, you are. I know you are.
So it's seamless.
But
now that you brought attention to it.
Yeah. Well, I just didn't want it to fall for like a third time.
I know, man. Sorry.
It's all right.
I didn't take my pill today.
It's good. You're good. But yeah, dude, Machine Gun Kelly did a really like a solid job. I was impressed. Okay. You know who shouldn't play other characters and is in this movie?
Who?
Pete fucking Davidson.
Pete Davidson's in this movie?
Pete Davidson
As
plays
who?
He plays one of their managers.
Is he bad?
Or no, he's the label rep.
Is he really that bad?
Here's the thing. I love Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big fan of Pete Davidson.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a funny dude.
Yeah.
He cannot play anybody but Pete Davidson.
Oh, shit. He can play Batman.
He could play Batman, that's true.
He can play Batman real well.
Yeah, he is he plays himself. And he, you know, like I would watch a movie with Pete Davidson in it, but it would have to be, you know, based around his character and style. He's just not, you know, he's not an actor-y actor.
Kind of like Kevin Costner.
Very much so. The Gene Hackman. But if Gene Hackman was, you know, younger and funnier.
Why does Gene Hackman, like, because you're right, like, Gene Hackman is Gene Hackman, but why does he always get, like, all these accolades? Like, he's so good. Because he is good.
He is good.
But, like,
he's not like a character actor.
He's not.
Because I divide actors into two characters. Okay. You have the people that like really like immerse themselves and become this full other thing, and then you have people that can act in their range of emotions and tell you the story and give you the, you know, the highs and lows of a character thing, but they're not like.
And then you have Kevin Costner.
Yes, who's just, you know, there.
Who's just flat across
Pete
the board.
Davidson's more in the Kevin Costner
Has
area.
Kevin Costner ever laughed in a movie?
I think so. I mean, there's Kevin Costner movies that I like.
Oh, there are Kevin Costner movies I love. You know,
Yeah.
Kevin Costner movie I absolutely
Boulder
fucking love.
Boulder?
No.
Oh.
Fucking Draft Day.
Draft Day.
Yeah, he
yes.
He plays the
I
general
haven't seen
manager.
that.
He plays the general manager of the Cleveland Browns.
Oh wow!
And it's all about like
was that
like,
good?
It's on draft day, and it's like all like, you know, hey, like we have the number one pick, we need to trade the number one pick. Then we traded it. Now we got the owner's doing this. So there's some like good Chadwick
Boseman.
Boseman, he's in it.
Oh nice.
Yeah, he plays
all
one
right.
of the guys.
All right.
Fucking oh god, what's his name? I always forget his name. He's a prominent actor. I always forget his name. Jennifer Garner's in it.
Yeah.
Dennis Leary is in it. He plays the head coach of the Cleveland Browns.
Oh god, that makes me so happy.
Right, but like, so nobody cares about the Cleveland Browns. Like,
still,
no, but like that's the thing. Like nobody cares about the Cleveland Browns. I fucking love this movie, and because of this movie, I actually kind of root for the Cleveland Browns now.
A little bit,
yeah, because
right.
like I fucking
like that movie has been one of those things where I've seen it. I'm like, that seems like it actually gets it.
It's a fun movie, and I think it like gets what it's doing.
Yeah,
and Kevin Costner is perfect in that role as like the steadfast GM.
I could see that.
Like
he sports movies well.
He does. He sports movies very well.
Yeah, I could totally see.
That's his thing.
Yeah,
Robin Hood's not so much. No one ever do English movies.
The Waters and the Worlds.
There's also the other movie that I want to see. What is it called? Black or White? The movie that he is like the grandfather of like his granddaughter, like his daughter or his son, like married an African American, and now they're dead, and he has to take over like the daughter, and there's some conflict between him and the other grandmother. Like,
Oh no.
yeah, it's really that's. I'm pulling this together from what I can remember of a trailer I saw a bunch of
years
times.
ago. Yeah.
So please forgive me if I'm misquoting or
Yeah.
I'm not getting it correctly.
Sure.
But it looks like a good film. It's him and this little girl, and it actually looked like a pretty decent movie. I would check that out.
All right. But don't check out Dirt.
Okay, I'm not gonna watch
It's
it.
not
Thank you.
like
Thank you. I can't believe because we sat here before and I was like, oh, I haven't seen that yet. And you're like, well, do you want to talk about it next week?
yeah.
You should have just said, dude, let me talk about it on this week's show. So just you'll find
But
out.
then
why.
you would have known that it was a terrible movie. We wouldn't have gotten.
No, you could have just said like, we'll talk about it and you'll make a judgment. Like, and I would trust you.
Which is universal for this movie sucks.
Right.
Like
Still.
the subtext is there.
But now I've still known that the movie sucks, and I'm still not going to watch it.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean,
but you
like,
almost let me watch that fucking movie.
But here's the thing. Like, I think "sucks" is a strong word for what that movie is.
I thought we were friends, Dave.
To be fair, so I liked. Let me take you through this. So I like the intro to the movie.
And that's it.
No, I like, there's, oh my God. So the fucking best actor in that movie. We interrupt this podcast to let you know that I'm an idiot. Vince Neil is the lead singer of Motley Crue. Despite what I'm going to tell you, that Bret Michaels is the lead singer of Motley Crue, it's Vince Neil. So just pretend I didn't say that. Sound good? Great. Anyway, on with the program. Is the little girl, the what's his name? Bret Michaels' daughter? Holy shit. I was in fucking tears with that kid. Like, that kid was the cutest, most adorable, emotive little child fucking actor I've seen since Haley Joel Osment.
Okay.
Like, it was, and it's weird because the acting level in this movie is not, it's not up there.
Do you see how I emoted?
Yes, you did good. You want the bubble gum now or when we get home? Who's my little starlet? Who's my little starlet?
I want a fucking nap is what I want.
Who's my little starlet?
I'm drowning here, dude. Keep going.
All right. But seriously, that kid fucking, like, way too good for that movie.
I'll have to look her up.
Yeah, she's good. She was really, really good. And there's some, like, sad points, and there's some stuff that you don't know, and there's the scene with Ozzy Osbourne, I think, is gross and totally fucking worth it.
Who plays Ozzy?
I don't remember. But it was one of those, like, fun.
Is it a believable Ozzy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good Ozzy. Because they were on tour with Oz for a little bit, and he's only in one scene, and it's a very famous, like, fucking fucked up, gross out duel.
It's a famous story.
Yeah, it's a very famous story, which Ozzy has never denied, but not confirmed. But I think, and it's one of those, I don't remember doing it, but, like, the implication is, I mean, it's totally within my wheelhouse at that time, and based on my drug use of that time. But yeah, a lot of fucking cocaine, a lot of heroin, like, all the things you expect in this movie are there.
Here's the thing that my question is, obviously we know
Titties, coke, heroin.
We know that about Motley Crue.
Yes.
Is that what the story or what the movie kind of builds itself on, or is it like, because I would be interested in seeing a movie where they talk about, like, there's like the fallout of all that, or how like that come to start that, what it does to their relationships. Like,
yes,
does this movie do that at all,
yes.
or is it all just like, let's show all the sex, drugs, and rock and roll that they did?
No, I think there's a really good balance to this movie.
What about this movie did you not like?
The fucking ending is terrible.
Okay,
like, it ends on such a cliched bullshit up note that I almost like.
Well, and we know what happens to Motley Crue, too.
Right. But it's like one of those. You know how
not
like
all bad.
You know how like Bohemian Rhapsody ends, but it builds towards that goal, and then there's a coming together, and it feels like it's a good story for a movie. This movie has that trajectory. It like builds up, but then they don't actually have a place to end it. So they're just like, we're good. Cut. Like, later, guys. It's a wrap. That's a wrap. Band's back together, and positivity. Fuck it. Cut it. Like, don't end on a dour note. If we go any further, it'll be bad. So, shit.
If
like,
we go any further, it'll be bad. But if we end now, it's also bad. So
yeah.
Let's just stop when it's kind of bad.
It's bad for the viewer if we go for. Or it's bad for the band and the viewer if we go It's good for the band and bad for the viewer if we end now.
That's not all bad for them nowadays, though. Yeah.
No. I mean, and they deal with some like some shit that actually happened to
Sure.
them. Like it's not all fucking sunshine roses and money shots.
Yeah.
Like,
speaking of Bohemian Rhapsody,
the editing thing.
the editing thing. Oh no,
Not that one.
No, so I just went out. I like had a desire to watch that movie again. So we went out to dinner the other night, and then I was like, I want to watch Bohemian Rhapsody. So we stopped at Target and bought it because I wanted to watch it.
Fair.
And it's one of those movies I'm going to watch again and again and again. So we bought it. And we were watching it, and after I watch these movies, like obviously it's not exact. Like they pick up beats of these what happens in these people's lives, and they make it.
Yeah.
That some events are turned around or told before what happened, all this stuff. So I looked up some of the true facts of Queen and Mary.
Yes.
The one that he married or whatever.
Yeah.
They used a lot of artistic license when talking about her in the movie, the character in her movie. Like a lot of artistic license because they wanted to protect her, protect her privacy.
Oh yeah.
So like a lot of the things that you see in the movie about her might not be true.
Sure.
Probably aren't. A lot of it isn't true. In fact, we were reading about in the movie they get engaged, like they're just like he's home from tour or something like that. Or before they go on tour, or no, before they find out like their songs they're going on tour or something like that.
Yeah.
Like they're in their little apartment on the couch and they're naked, they don't know what they're doing, and then he pops a question, has this little ring. But apparently there was this whole elaborate, all of these boxes she had to unwrap, and there's this huge gesture.
Yeah.
So a lot of the facts from that, which I thought was very interesting.
Yeah.
I also found out that that she has his ashes.
Oh yeah.
And nobody knows where they are, not even his
wow.
parents.
Oh wow.
Know where the ashes are, like whether or not she still has them. She buried them. She scattered them. Like nobody knows what happened. She got them, and then per his request.
Yeah.
I don't know, but nobody knows.
Interesting.
And she dated Brian
May
before. That's how they met.
Oh.
In the movie, he meets her when he goes to see them before he's part of the band.
Yeah.
She's there, but apparently like Brian.
Maybe she was there because she used to date Brian.
Maybe that's you're absolutely right. Maybe, yeah. But yeah, I thought there was some interesting real life tidbits I read about. But I always find it fascinating. That's why whenever you watch a biopic, you have to take it with a huge grain of salt. You actually have to take it with a fucking
rock
jar of salt.
Just one uncut rock salt.
Exactly. Because while some beats might be true,
yes. The whole thing is not true.
No, don't take it as gospel.
Based on a true story.
And and I think anytime that you're getting a story from one person involved or secondhand information is always going to be tweaked a little bit because it's always through the eye of that beholder. I'm sure if Freddie Mercury was still alive and you could have gotten the story from him, it'd be a completely different story.
Oh, so I will say this.
Great movie though.
Yes. That is a thing I did like about The Dirt. So they do a lot of fourth wall breaking, where they'll talk to the camera and they'll be like, they'll do the scene where they show the introduction of a character and one of the guitarists will be like, look, that's not actually how this happened.
Yeah, they do that a lot though these days.
Yeah, but I'm I like that execution
Sure.
of it. It's very dry. It was very dry and funny.
Sure.
Look, and then they actually show a two shot of these characters. He's like, actually, it was him and another guy, but we didn't have time to include him in this movie, so we cut him out. And you see the guy just get cut out of the movie.
Nice.
And you're like, all right, all
sure,
right. Yeah. There is some real positive things I can't say about this movie.
But that's a storytelling technique they've already done. I mean, look, they started Man on the Moon like that. He was like, listen, a lot of this thing didn't happen the right way. And,
I will tell you who executed the best biopic I've seen that executes that well, and it's a very, under the radar one, is The Life and Death of Peter Sellers.
Really? With Jeffrey Rush?
Yes.
Okay.
Holy shit. So Peter Sellers was a known character actor, fully embodying these characters. And the scenes, the movie transfers between narration and his life with him as his character's narrating the journey. And sometimes he'll even impersonate other characters in his life. You see a behind the shot of his mom walking away, and then he comes, and then it turns around and it's actually Jeffrey Rush in his mom's outfit and costume, like picking up the narration of the story. Like they do like whatever camera trick it is to like switch the characters out. But like, you know, and it's that seamless integration of it. It's really well done. I have it on DVD if you want it.
Yeah, I do. I need to see that. I've never actually. I don't think
it's good.
All right, I'll check it out.
It's really good.
Check it out. Well, I'm sure we're out of time now. Yes.
Yeah, we are definitely out of time.
All right. Well, we'll be back. It's what's it, Monday. Well, all right, we'll be back next time.
Yeah.
We've only got like 4 or 5 episodes left.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Chugging right along. All right. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.